American Horror Story is back, but was the presidential election-infused opener a worthy hook for the iconic drama series? When American Horror Story Season 7 Episode 1 kicked off, it was election night, and things were not going well for some of the initial characters we got to meet. Ally was freaking the hell out because Donald Trump was set to become President of the United States. Her wife, Ivy, seemed more concerned about Ally's reaction to the result as opposed to what actually transpired. While everyone seemed to be going out of their mind at the result, the patriarch of the Chang family was not impressed that his wife did not vote. He blamed her for making things difficult for Ally and Ivy, and the poor woman looked like she was going to burst into tears. FYI, the post-election paranoia and satire are what makes this season so great. While all of those characters were genuinely scared for what will become of America, Kai was happy. He sat watching the TV and started humping it when the results were announced. The revolution has begun, he yelled, but what, exactly, was he up to? He made a break for the blender with a bag of Cheetos and smeared the paste all over his face. He was obviously going for the Donald Trump look. He made his way into Winter's, Billie Lourd, bedroom and sat on her bed as she bickered with someone on the phone about wanting someone else to win the election. The person on the other side made it clear that Winter was not to hurt herself. But Kai offered up a pinky, so it seemed like they were gearing up to work together. We then got to see Twisty the Clown kill his first victims of American Horror Story Season 7, and it was such a throwback to American Horror Story Season 4. Remember he preyed on the people having sex in the woods? Well, he's doing the same thing this time around, and we're totally okay with it. But was that scene really happening? Oz was reading a comic book about the clown, so are we to assume that Twisty is actually someone who was created? Or was he real, and the legend has lived on for all of those years? We have no idea, but Oz sure is creepy if he's that young and reading comic books about people getting butchered by a clown. Ally finds the book and goes batshit crazy, so Ivy confiscates the book, and we're actually happy. There's something seriously wrong with that kid, and we don't think it's anything to do with his mother being a nervous wreck. Ally took herself to her therapist to get some clarity on what was going on with her. Her main issue seemed to be that her fears were elevated since the big election. She was given drugs and sent on her sweet, merry way, but she knew there was something seriously going on and she wanted to get to the cause of it. We then got to see Mr. Chang at a local council meeting, and Kai is there to veto the plans for security at a local Jewish center. He wanted to use fear to control people. Like, is this dude seriously related to Trump? It sure seemed that way. Anyway, Mr. Chang and the board are not impressed and opt against Kai's idea of using violence to cause a world of trouble for the Jewish center. As if that could not be bad enough, Kai is then seen filling up a condom with urine, before lunging it at a group of Hispanic men. Yes, they got him back by kicking the crap out of him. But who was recording the whole scene? Is Kai trying to make it look like the Hispanic men attacked him first? Ally entered a dimly lit, and genuinely terrifying grocery store. Gary, Chaz Bono, puts on his Make America Great Again hat and Ally immediately pooped her pants. She encountered clowns having sex in the fresh food area, and some crazy clowns following her. It resulted in a huge meltdown in her car as Ivy worried what the heck was going on. After the police checked the footage, it emerged that no clown had been in the store and Ivy was at the end of her tether with her wife. Things took a turn when Winter was hired to be the new nanny. Winter noticed Oz drawing a scene out of the Twisty comic and showed him videos of people being murdered. Before long, an ice cream van appears, and clowns emerge. They were the same as the group Ally found in the store, so it sure seems like Ally is telling the truth and everything is being covered up. When Ally and Ivy returned home, they found out the Changs had been murdered, and Oz gave a colorful story of how Winter let him watch the murders taking place. But instead, Winter lied and said he was talking crap and that Ally's drama was clearly having an effect on his well-being. Well played, Winter. Election night was a solid return for the FX drama. It was the best premiere since American Horror Story Season 2. What did you think of it? Sound off below.